Well, hello Scorpio, it's me, Maria Gaian from Wild Fox Alchemy, and I'm here to do your June 2021 reading for business and finance. So if you've got Scorpio in your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign, this reading is for you. Let's get going. I only do business and finance readings. You're bound to be new to my channel because I'm new. I've been playing around with doing readings online for a bit in line with my business as an intuitive business coach, and I've messed about, I've experimented, I've had a bit of fun, and now I'm ready to roll them out on a permanent basis. So here I am. I only do business and finance. I don't do romance and love. I'm not a general tarot card reader. I just work with people wanting to start their own businesses and grow their businesses. My entire purpose in life is to help women to manifest the business of their dreams and to help them banish the blocks to their business success through a bit of woo-woo witchery, basically. Now, it takes me a little bit of time to lay the cards out, so you've got two choices. You can either close your eyes, give a bit of thought to your intentions for the month for your business, what you'd like to see happen, what you'd like to manifest, or I don't want to waste anybody's time, so you could just fast forward and skip and get to the main part of the reading. No judgment either way, Scorpio, I promise. We've got some exciting energy coming out now. It's actually really warm in here today. Get a little bit of a dab on, as they say, in my part of the world. Oops. Right, there we go, Scorpio. We've got all the cards. We might need to clarify. I'm using the Spirit Song Tarot, which is my absolute favourite. It's the deck that I just instantly connected with. I've got several decks, but this one I instantly connected with, and I love it. I use it for all business and finance readings unless Spirit directs me otherwise. So let's get started. This is you. This is the overarching theme for the month for you. Oh, God. This month has been a roller coaster of reversed cards, and I've kept thinking I've got the deck upside down or I'm doing something wrong, and then I asked Spirit, do I need to read this reading as is, or do I need to start over because the deck was upside down? And Spirit says to me, read them as they are, read them as they come out. Now, I don't know if this is because I was blocked for a long time about reading reversals and I didn't want to do it because I felt like sometimes it was negative, but I feel like I have to see reversals for what they really are, which is it's empowering to know. If you know what a problem is, if you know where your blocks lie, you can deal with them. So this is you. We've got the Eight of Acorns, manifesting and manifestation number, but it's in reverse. So let's just pop him there for now, and we'll go through the rest of the cards, and then we'll get back to each one in detail. We've got your present. Oh my God, again, Three of Crystals in reverse. This is the honeybee, collaboration and productivity. It's crossed by the Five of Shells, which is not in reverse, thankfully. This is challenges or possible obstacles that may be blocking you this month. This is representative of the subconscious mind, the root of any sort of problems. It's the Chariot in reverse. Goodness me, Spirit. Card 5, the Five of Crystals. This is what needs healing. This is sort of a block from the distant past, from your childhood, that could be causing the issues that may be coming up in your business this month. This card represents the recent past, which is the Five of Acorns, which is upright. Yay! The near future, we've got the Six of Crystals in reverse. Okay. Then we've got your external environment, which is the High Priestess, again in reverse. We've got the Page of Acorns for your hopes and fears, again in reverse. And we've got the Seven of Shells for your projected outcome in reverse. And we've got the Shadow in reverse for your conscious focus. Okay. It's not for me to doubt. I ask Spirit every time, do they want to proceed with these reversals? And they say yes, that this is how they were meant to be viewed. Don't go turning it off, because it doesn't mean that it's a negative reading. It just means that there are a few things that we need to get to the bottom of in order to move forward. I don't believe that reversals are necessarily negatives. It's just something to look out for. So the Eight of Acorns is you. It's the overall theme for the month for you. Can I just point out as well that we had that lunar eclipse, and that has caused quite a lot of upheaval. I've noticed amongst my community of people online that they've felt conflicted, confused, jumbled, a bit messy, and this, I think, is being reflected in the number of reversals in the cards that I'm getting. I've had somewhere people have just felt really clear, and they've started a project before that eclipse happened, and they've just zoomed on with total focus and clarity, and everything's gone really well. Others have felt like they've stagnated, they've had to take a step back, that things, if it could go wrong, it has. And I feel like this is reflected in these reversals in all these readings. I have never had so many reverse cards in readings in the length of time that I've been doing this work. I obviously will get the odd few, but some of my readings have contained several of these. So here we are with the 8. It's about mastery and manifestation. You kind of want some nice new things, I believe, but you feel like you're at a complete and utter standstill. What have I just been saying? You feel like you are lacking something. I feel like you don't feel like you've got the energy, actually. You just don't feel like you've got the energy to carry on. You're stressed out, you're blocked, everything feels in chaos. But I want you to remain confident. I want you to be patient. Just take some time, because I feel like this will come to an end. This feeling of confusion, conflict and stagnation and stress, it will end shortly. But for now, you're just going to have to bear with it. That when the time is right, this will clear. It could be actually the 14th of June. There's a Saturn-Uranus clash, which is a time for lasting transformation, and it could be that that is the time when all this clears. So just watch out for the 14th and see if that makes you feel better. Don't be impulsive this month. I feel like there's an impulsive energy going on as well. Don't be impulsive. So in the present, we've got the Three of Crystals in reverse. This is the honeybee, who's normally representative of being collaborative, of working with a team, and I feel like this works with this, because you're at this stagnancy, this standstill. This card is saying you need to ask other people to contribute. You need to start to create a support network of people to help you get out of this stagnation. And that could be a Facebook group, it could be another group of entrepreneurs, it could be your family even rallying around you to support you through this, because you need some change, and I think you need some support to help you change this situation, this feeling of stagnation and just not being able to move forward. Again, this impulsiveness keeps popping up. Spirit says please don't be impulsive. Think carefully about who you ask to collaborate with you. Make sure it's somebody that has your greater good at heart. We've got the Firefly, that is about your challenges or obstacles, but I feel like she's not really an obstacle. I think it's just letting you know that you need to heal, and that there could be some sorrow, there could be some upset that needs to be released in order to make you feel stronger and able to move forward. I think just remember to focus on the light. The firefly is a bringer of hope, even though really it's the 5 is about conflict and tension. I feel like there could be a little bit of conflict and tension, but it's inner conflict and tension. I feel like there's some healing. I feel like there's some reparation that you need to do within. It's inner work that you need to do to rebuild this hope, and that's going to take a little bit of time to do. So again, don't be worried about this standstill, because the standstill could be the positive thing that you need to give you the time to work through whatever it is you need to work through. Don't be in a rush. But, you know, I do think this card is vitally important. The present card, ask for help. The root of the problem, your subconscious mind, is the Chariot. Now, this card usually represents control. It represents willpower. It also represents success. And a lot of inner strength. It's represented here by the rhinoceros. I feel it's reversed again. So we're looking at a lack of direction, losing control, feeling defeated, things stopping and stagnating. Again, it's the same message again. Everything's just stopping and stagnating. Things feel like they're a bit out of control. And the message here is really to focus. Really think about what direction you're going in before you start forging ahead. Don't just, it's the impulsiveness again. Don't be impulsive. Take time to think about where it is you want to go and what you want to do, Scorpio, before you do it. Because I think if you resort to impulsive measures, then it's not going to go so well. I feel like if you give it the thought that it deserves, that you'll be okay. So what needs healing? The distant past. We've got the 5 of crystals. Again, another 5. We've got a lot of 5s here, a lot of tension, a lot of conflict going on. Now this is in the upright position. Ladybug is supposed to bring luck and protection. She is on about aligning yourself with what you need to do to move onwards and upwards. Again, she's given you the message to take time to review what you want. But what I need you to have is faith. In your long distant past, you perhaps haven't had the faith in yourself, or other people haven't had faith in you, that's led you to believe that you can't do things, that you're not capable, but you are. You're very capable. You just need to see this all now as a turning point. This stagnation, it will end. You were never, I feel like perhaps you never had or never felt that you had any opportunities to learn and grow. Well, the opportunities are there now, even though you don't see them because you feel so stagnant, you feel so stuck. But perhaps that's harking back to a time when you were actually stuck and you were actually stagnant because you weren't in a position to do anything about it. Ladybug says it doesn't matter really about what happened in the distant past. You do have the power now. You are an adult and you're free to choose, and you can choose a path to get out of this feeling of hopelessness. The recent past, this is the last 3 to 6 months, and this is where I feel that your real challenge has been, and you have been challenged without a doubt. I feel like your energy and drive is struggling. You want to grow, you want to move forward. For some reason, it's just not really been working out for you. There's a lot of perhaps opposition to what it is that you're doing, and I feel a little bit worried about that. I feel like you need to trust in yourself. You can overcome challenges. You can do this. Don't let other people stop you. And I feel like other people's say so has perhaps made you feel like you can't move forward. Maybe you've had a really great idea, but you feel like you can't pursue it because other people have said, oh no, that's terrible, it's a stupid idea. That's not necessarily right. That's their opinion. Their experience might show that it's, you know, they might not have the experience, to be honest, to tell you whether it's the right idea or not. Unless they're doing exactly what you're doing, how could they possibly know? And that's where we get back to this searching out other people to speak to, reaching out for people to help you get out of this, and finding the right people, because they will help you get out of this conflict. I'm convinced of that. These ideas that you've got, you need to verbalize them and straighten them out with somebody else. Somebody who is actually wise enough and experienced enough to understand what it is that you're going through. So you've had quite a challenging time in the last 3 to 6 months, honestly. So what have you consciously been focusing on? Well, we've got the Shadow, which is actually the Devil card in other decks. You have been focusing on stuff that perhaps is a little negative. We all have a shadow side, and that is, you know, something that we all have to accept. We have to understand and accept all sides of ourselves. You know, we can be angry, we can be fearful, we can be aggressive, we can be not bad. None of us are inherently bad, but there are sides to our personalities that are perhaps less than positive, and we all have them because we're human, and we need to accept ourselves as we are. Now, I feel like you are focusing on an unhealthy situation. It's time for you not to focus on that anymore, because what we focus on is what we get more of. I believe that with the law of attraction, that like attracts like. If we focus on all the terrible stuff, more terrible stuff will come in and arrive. And that is not what we want here. We want to feel free. We want to get rid of this stagnation, these bonds that we feel are holding us back from what it is we want. So this message is telling you now to stop focusing on all this conflict and tension and upset. I mean, the number of 5s here, we got every single 5. Crystals, acorns, shells. No, we haven't. The only one that we're missing is the feathers. That's the only one we're missing. Everything else is conflicted. Physical things conflicted. Passion, energy and drive conflicted. Everything's, your emotions are conflicted. But you need to stop focusing on that. You need to start focusing on how you're going to get out of this stagnation now. Start looking for ideas, and again we're going to go straight back to doing that by speaking to yourself. Right, Meerkat, the near future, and this is, it came out for another reading and I'm getting the same sort of energy from it. I said that there was a warning coming through from Spirit here with this 3 of Crystals about finding people to talk to support you in your endeavours and to help you through this period of stagnation so that you can clear it and move forward. This card, I feel, is a warning to be careful. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Be careful who you approach to help you, because there are people who will take advantage. Stay in your own truth. Stay aligned with who you are. Don't... Impulsiveness, again, is just... impulsive. Spirit keeps telling me the same word over and over and over. Don't be impulsive. And that also applies to who you ask for help. Don't be impulsive. Don't jump at the first person that offers you something, or that, you know, tells you there's an opportunity that's too good to be true, because if it is too good to be true, it's too good to be true. There are people out there that will take advantage of you. And I've just got an idea, just had something put in my head there about somebody being offered a program that will supposedly help them move forward, and it's an expensive program. It's about $4,000, and they're being offered it as a way to move forward, and the person who's selling that program I think you've asked them. You've asked them if this will solve your problem, and they have said yes, quite merrily, knowing that it won't. It won't solve your problem because they have very little actual involvement in the program. It's all DIY learning, and they're telling you that it will work because they want you to buy the course, but it won't work. I don't know who that is, Scorpio, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of such bad news, but do your homework. Be diligent about what these people are actually offering you, because my mouth's drying out, because it might not be what you need. So before you go rushing to put your hands in your pockets and get your money out, seek out better ways of getting advice, is what I'm being told there. Your external environment, we've got the priestess, and she's also in reverse. She's telling you that it's time to reflect, to take time to reflect. She is also telling you not to be impulsive, that you need to stop rushing, that if you rush through life, that if you're busy chasing your own tail, that you lose sight of your intuition. Impulsiveness is absolutely the theme for this reading. Do not be impulsive. It's time to take time out to think about what you're doing and where you're going. Wow, okay. Your hopes and fears, the Page of Acorns. You're being given a message here. You'll be given some ideas. You're going to be given some inspiration. You're perhaps worried about your potential. You're perhaps worried about a lack of ideas, perhaps. This again is about impatience, about trying to move forward, about trying to get your feet out of the muck that you feel is sucking you down. This one is a reminder to finish a project before starting another. Another word just came in there, overwhelmed, about you feeling overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed by the level of conflict, of tension, of stagnation, of feelings of stuckness. You are rushing around like a blue-ass fly, thanks Granny, trying to solve this, trying to get out of it. And you feel like you've got nowhere to turn, you're getting nowhere fast, you're just focusing on the negative side of it, and how can you get out of this, how can you get out of this, how can you get out of this? You need to slow down, Scorpio. My suggestion, take the day off. Take the day off, grab a notebook, go out for a walk in the countryside and think about it. Just give it some thought as to how you can make this work. So finally, your projected outcome. 7 of Shells in reverse. You're feeling out of alignment. What I feel you need to do is choose your path. You need to take time out to carefully consider where you go from here. You need to talk to a variety of people before you make any decisions. And Spirit is saying use your intuition, go with your gut about what they say to you. If something feels too good to be true, do not go with it. If you just feel like it's not for you, don't go with it. If something feels really right, then yes, go for it, even though it might feel like it's challenging or a little bit out there. If your gut is saying, yeah, that's absolutely fine and acceptable, go with it. Do not let anxieties and worry just overcome you. I feel like, you're so confused, and you're gonna... What I feel is that if you don't do this, if you don't sit back and take the time to go over this properly and to redefine your plans and what you want out of life, then you're going to lose your dream, because you're going to lose track of how to get it. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you a spirit animal card before I close. I know this has been a hard reading. It's probably very difficult to to reconcile. But I don't feel overall a negative energy on this one. I feel like if you take the time to dig deep into what is going on with you. I mean, I don't know, go back to basics. I have a perfect day exercise in my vault, which is a really good one for trying to define whether your business will bring you happiness or not. And it's a really simple exercise, and it's so well used it's ridiculous. You know, everybody does a perfect day. What would your perfect day be like if you could have and be and do anything? But I find it really useful in business because we have a lot of great ideas about what a business might look like and how it might fit in with our life, and then we discover the realities of it are that it doesn't fit. It isn't like we imagined it would be at all, and then we become very disillusioned. So I feel like, you know, to start with, it's always a great idea to go back to the basics and figure out what it is that you want. And maybe there are some tweaks that you could make to your business that will make this better, that will stop you stagnating. Like I said, to recap, take some advice from people, but be careful who you take your advice from. That is the energy that Spirit gave me around this card. I am clairaudient, and sometimes what the cards say isn't the message that I get. I just will point that out. Sometimes I touch a card and I just get a really sort of overwhelming message that is completely different than the one that might be in the book, or the one that a traditional tarot card reader would say, oh, it means this. I don't always get that meaning. That card came with a warning of be careful who you trust with the information and whose advice you trust and take. But this Spirit card has come out for you today, Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful, and I feel like that is what is going to come of this. You need to go right back to basics. Do not be impulsive. I cannot tell you how many times Spirit was almost screaming that word. Impulsive, impulsive, impulsive. Please don't be impulsive. And I know that's hard for a passionate person like you are, not to try and be impulsive. And I know that when things are desperate, it's easy to be impulsive because you just want an answer to things. You want to get out of the situation that you're in. So you grasp at every single straw that somebody offers you in the desperation of just needing to get out of the situation. Don't do that. Don't be impulsive. Again, I'm being told you need to take some time away from your business. Take some time away. Just enjoy yourself and relax for a little bit, and then go back over what you actually really truly want. Cull the stuff that you don't want and start over. Transformation is beautiful, and I feel like there is a transformation coming if you can just take the time. Just stop chasing your tail, stop running around like an idiot, trying everything, doing everything, because it's not working. You need to stop and take the time, allow yourself the time and space to fix it. And I know, you know, if things are feeling a bit desperate, you might think, I haven't got a day, I haven't got the time to do this. But if you don't do it, you're not going to have the time to do anything, because the decisions and the choices are going to be taken out of your hands. You need to empower yourself to make the decisions. You need to empower yourself to make the transformation. And when you do that, it will be so worth it, Scorpio, I promise you. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope this reading has helped you. I'm not here to bring negative news, but I'm also not here to sugarcoat things. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want to be brutally honest with you. Business is hard, and decisions in business can be hard, and it can be difficult to see the wood for the trees a lot of the time. I'm here to try to give you clarity and direction as to how to proceed. We all have free will, and you don't have to listen to a word I say. But I do feel that if you follow the guidance, then you will get that transformation. I feel like it's hard, and I'm sorry that it's feeling hard at the moment. There is such a lot of stuckness. But like I said, other readings are coming out the same way. When I'm getting a lot of reversals, there are a lot of people in the same boat. There really are. Again, 14th of June, we've got a Saturn-Uranus clash. It's a time for lasting transformation. So between now and the 14th is a great time for you to really dig deep and discover what it is that you truly want, so that you can transform your business into something that moves forward. Turn it into something that brings you great joy, something that gives you great passion, that you can throw your energy at and you actually feel like you're getting some sort of reward for, that you actually feel like you're moving forward. So with that, I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for keeping me company. Please like, share and subscribe. Share it with anybody that you think might need to hear this message today. I'm a baby channel. I really, really do appreciate you giving me a like or a subscribe. It really matters to me. I am a real person, and I know that you're a real person, and connecting with real people is why I do this work. So I look forward to seeing you again soon, Scorpio. Have a great June. With love and magic always. This is Maria Gaian signing out.